welcome to Vegecational Video Ventures. Today we're going to be making apple chutney. Now this is my dad's recipe, although we've altered it a little bit, sorry Dad. Now this is one of Joe's favourite things to eat, isn't it Joe?
My favourite.
Your favourite. And it's fantastic, it's an Englishy sort of thing, but it's great to eat with things like cold chicken or meatloaf or salad, and it's savoury, but yet it's very sweet. So what we're going to do is we're going to tip, we need equal measures, so I've done 600 grams because we're going to make a huge batch, okay? So do you want to chuck that in? So we've got 600 grams. Now these are apples that came from a tree. It's a mixture of Coxes and Bramleys. They're quite tart apples, so they're the sort of Granny Smiths of the apple world because that works best. So we've chopped those really small. Now they were sort of bruised and dented and bashed, and that's fine because it doesn't matter, the chutney doesn't care. Alright, then we're going to put in 600 grams of sultanas. I actually had some mixed peel that someone gave me that I wanted to use up. So we're going to put that in instead, stop eating. So we're going to put that in instead. And then we've got 600 grams of chopped dates, so we pop those in jar. Now, again, this recipe is very forgiving, so this time I'm using dates, but at other times I haven't had any dates, so I've thrown apricots in, or if you don't like dates and you don't like sultanas, you could use other dried fruit, no problems, figs or anything else you can throw in.
Banana?
No, banana wouldn't work. Right, now, then we're going to add the spices. So what we've got is we've got about a teaspoonful of black pepper. We've got, I love nutmeg, so we're going to put a big heaped teaspoon of nutmeg in there. We've got some allspice. I'm not so keen on allspice, so we've got about half a teaspoon of allspice. Fresh ginger. Now chopped fresh ginger just gives it such a boost. So we've got about 3 teaspoonfuls of chopped ginger. Then we've got a teaspoonful of chili. Now that is blow your head off chili powder, so we don't need very much of that. And that just gives it a bit of spice. Then I've got about 3 teaspoonfuls of coriander seeds that I've made into a powder, and then I've taken some mustard seeds, and again I've put those in the spice grinder, and I've got about 3 or 4 teaspoonfuls of that. Now if you don't have any mustard seeds, you can of course just use your favourite mustard. If you don't have any of those spices, you could put other spices in. Some people put cinnamon or something else in. And then we're going to add some vinegar. Now I normally use apple cider vinegar, but today we're going to use some malt vinegar just to give it a bit of a different flavour. So we're going to pop a cupful of malt vinegar in. Now Joe's going to give this a really big stir.
Hard.
Yeah, keep going. So we're going to mix it all around. Now what we need to do is it's going to need more vinegar. So I'm going to use some apple cider vinegar now. So I'm going to put about another half a cup of apple cider vinegar in there, because what we need to do is cover the fruit. And then what we'll do, now this has no sugar at all, but it's going to be lovely and sweet because of course we've got all of that dried fruit in there. It'll keep really well in the fridge because the sugars from the fruit and the vinegar will keep it nice and fresh. So we keep this in the fridge and we can use it for a couple of months without worry. And what we do is we're going to leave this for 24 hours and we're going to stir it every time we remember. We're going to cover it and stir it every time we remember. And then after 24 hours, we'll just put it into some old jars like this that we've washed. Put it in the fridge and that's going to be absolutely perfect. What do you reckon, Joe? Look good? And
It's good.
And at the end of this, it will go, everything will soften and all the flavours will come together and it will be absolutely delicious. Very simple. Go on, sorry, Doll.
And the chili it isn't actually very spicy.
It isn't very spicy. Okay, perfect. But it tastes good though. All right. Thanks for watching.